And we're back.
Welcome back to another episode of the Official Whistle Podcast.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
I'm having chair troubles right now.
Clay's having some chair troubles. The person keeps using this chair, keeps setting it to like the position where you can't lean back.
What's wrong with him? Like that should be illegal.
Yeah.
Like I want to pass a law. Like it's illegal to lock a chair from leaning back.
Like sometimes I like it locked, but I feel like as a courtesy you should leave it unlocked.
Correct. Because when you sit in a chair like this, like you expect to like
be able to lean back
just, like,
all the way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was a little mad.
But now we're not here to talk office supplies and chairs. We're here to talk sports.
Florida Gator football.
And NFL football and college football around.
All right. So let's recap Florida.
Okay.
Week 2, week 3.
Well, we'll do both because we didn't talk last week.
Okay.
Clay's in business meeting, so we'll excuse it.
Very important.
Big business moves. So
yeah. I was like, let's not overlook the severity of these. Pretty big moves.
Right.
But yes, Florida game. Okay.
Start with Kentucky.
Kentucky. I was there.
I was not. I didn't even watch actually.
Thank God.
And I'm kind of glad I did. I wish I did just so I could break it down, but
you're lucky.
Sounds like a good thing.
So we sat on the end zone on the tunnel, right at the tunnel.
Right.
Okay. And I was touching the tunnel.
Yeah, you sent me a picture of it.
It was pretty dope.
Yeah.
It was dope. The people sitting next to me had owned those tickets for 30 years.
Nice.
It was an older couple. Super cool. Florida sucked.
Yeah.
We couldn't. Well, when you're sitting that low, you can't really see shit, especially in the end zones.
Yeah, that's why I like to sit. For me, my favorite spot to sit is somewhere between 10 to 15 rows up.
Yeah.
But not like, not
all the way
all
up.
the way up nosebleeds, but like somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
I don't like to sit too close because I like to be able to see and be able to read what's going on completely.
Yes, I like to be able to see
sideline. On the sideline is good once or twice.
Yeah.
But like if I'm actually going to watch, then I want to be up.
I feel more in the game too when I'm up there, like on that side.
Yeah.
Kind of like halfway up, like 40, 50 yard line. Pretty good.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I like to be.
Yeah.
End zone sucked. Especially when you're not scoring points.
Right.
That sucks even more. Anthony Richardson. Let's dive down this track.
All right. So I didn't even get to watch him in Kentucky, but I did watch. I was at the USF game. Atmosphere is good as always. There was a lot of USF fans actually. Because every time USF would do something, like there was actually a decent cheer from the crowd. I'm like, damn.
What's a USF cheer? I don't even know.
Well, not like a USF organized cheer, just like a, like a celebrate, like when they do something good, they just like cheer.
You hear, like little chirping over there.
Yeah. Also, the USF band. I don't know who they think they are.
Okay.
They were louder than our band.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they bring their whole band?
They did.
Okay.
We also did. I didn't look into it or anything, but there was a USF collab halftime show.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
It's cool. I think there's respect with USF. It's like, okay, y'all aren't great at football.
Yeah. They're an in-state. Cool.
Look, it's not UCF.
No.
Where they're like, oh, we won national.
Well, I feel like Florida has a good relationship with USF too because there's no bit of rivalry and there's also a lot of like USF's it's not a feeder school to Florida. Correct. But there are a lot of people who will go to USF and then go get their masters of Florida. Vice versa. I think they're called Bull Gators.
Okay.
That's also like the Florida boosters, but I know people will do that. So I think, but anyways, Florida. Yeah.
Florida.
Anthony Richardson. I don't know if they don't trust him because the play calling doesn't look like they do at all. It looks like the play calling is very conservative.
Very conservative.
The only good thing I took away from these last two games is our run game is still that's probably the best run game we've had in a while. Because Montrell Johnston's awesome. Trevor Etienne's going to be awesome. He's on the way awesome.
He is really awesome. Good, Trevor Etienne is the guy.
Next year, our run game is going to be ridiculous. We might have 2,000-yard runners.
So I talked to my brother about the Naquan Wright situation. I was like, dude, why is Naquan Wright starting? Like, Montrell Johnson and Etienne are by far the better running backs here.
Yeah.
And his point was, he goes, chances are it's Wright's last year, so they're giving him the first right to carry.
Yeah.
Like, because he'll probably go to the league, whatever.
He's not bad.
No,
He's just-
he's not bad.
No.
But dude, Montreal Johnson, little freaking bowling ball over here.
Yeah.
He's quick too.
Yeah, that
And-
60-yard run
Dude,
ran
yeah.
past the DBs.
Bro, ATN is shifty. Like,
He's just like his brother. It's awesome to watch.
it is. It's so fun to watch. I
Because
love
one thing
watching
I've always said, like it would be exciting for Florida to have like an electric running back or electric receiver. Like just I mean, we kind of had that with Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, but we've been missing that.
But we haven't had like, well, I guess all right, well, let me take that back. We had Tony. So I'm mostly referring to
Well,
a running back.
Running back. No,
Yeah, because receiver we've actually had pretty good receivers. But like
Yep.
since Chris Rainey, Jeff Dams, we haven't had that crazy
Mhm.
running back you can always depend on to just break one or have a crazy 10-yard run. It looks cool, you
Mhm.
know, stuff like that. But I think ETN could actually be that. And Montreal Johnson knows a little bit of that too.
Montreal Johnson, definitely. Sorry. I'm like, dude, this light right here is like shining straight down in the middle of my frame.
Wow.
So I'm trying to like, dude, I don't know what's going on with that. Sorry.
You're good.
We're good. So Montreal Johnson,
Mhm.
Trevor Etienne, not Travis Etienne.
Trevor. Yeah.
Trevor.
So our
Should've
run
put the
game is
starter.
good. So
Run
that
game
I'm
is
not
pretty
worried
good.
about. But I feel that we're going to come to a
Passing game.
point where we can't just depend on our run game.
Correct. Well,
So our pass game, and it's not that I don't think the receivers are there, but
your run game also kind of dictates that passing game too a little bit.
Mm.
Because if you're running the ball efficiently, generally it opens up lanes for throwing.
right.
Right? Because your linebackers are pulled up. Safeties might be biting down a little bit on play action or whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
So you might have the opportunity to get around them. But Florida,
Well, the play calling, they're
I was
not
gonna say, I
calling.
hate to say
What?
it. AR needs a lot more time to develop.
Yeah, he does. This game, these last two games made me kind of like
Dan Mullen's laughing
maybe.
because
But he might, but it makes me think like, okay, because a lot of people, even we were talking like, because especially after the Utah game, Anthony Richardson's going to go in the draft, first round pick.
Yes,
We're going to lose him after 1 year, but I think he stays 1 more year.
I think he says because he's got to develop, dude. He's got to develop that passing game.
Because sometimes like the reads are there, but a lot of times they're not, and he's being way too. Because there was times where I was in the stands and I'm sitting there and I'm calling out who's
When
open.
you wide receiver, yeah.
Wide receiver is open, but he just takes a little dump to the running back too.
Yes, because he's quick with the progression, but instead of going 1, 2, 3, he goes 1, check down
Yeah.
pretty quickly.
Mhm.
And it depends if he's running or not. Like if he's rolling out to run, might be a little different. But like reading a progression, I would have to go back and rewatch film, but I've yet to see Anthony look 1, 2, 3, check down.
Hmm.
Right? Like I've only seen him go 1.
Against Utah, he
Out
did
there?
his reads a little bit. Like he didn't hit
He
the
did.
check down. He did a 1-2 and then hit 3 or 1-2,
Mm-hmm.
went back to 1. But
And his ball
Yeah.
placement.
yeah.
His ball placement's just I don't know.
But also they're calling plays very conservative because like what we were talking about before the game, I saw a
Mhm.
few articles that are like Anthony Richardson is playing conservative and they're playing him conservative because they don't have a backup right now.
Correct. And I could see that because Florida, like my knock on Florida this year, you live and die by Anthony Richardson.
Right.
Like
Like you've been saying that for weeks.
Yeah, like you live and die by him. Like that's how it goes because Jack Miller behind him.
Huh.
Can't throw the ball, saves life.
Right.
Dear Lord. I don't know. I'm also gonna look that up. Was he actually a 4-star quarterback?
I don't know. But going into this game, I was confident. I was like, all right, we're gonna beat USF by 3 to 4 touchdowns, and then we're gonna go into Tennessee and we might squeak out a win.
Dude, guy was a 4-star.
Yeah. Now I'm nervous about Tennessee. I haven't wavered too
Prediction
much.
time.
I don't know.
Tennessee's gonna beat the brakes off Florida. If Ventrell Mill is hurt,
That
not
was
playing,
another
bro.
thing, because USF ran all over us,
our linebackers are so bad,
except for Ventrell. Yeah.
except for Ventrell.
Yeah. Who's number 2 that got the winning interception? Amari Burney
Bernie.
sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. So,
Ventrell's the only one on the
Brenton
defense.
Cox was the only reason Florida beat USF at the end.
Yeah.
He single-handedly carried that drive defensively,
Mhm.
and they just happened to fuck up the snap on one of the plays.
Yeah.
Like,
I left
so
after
bad.
third quarter.
Lucky you.
I didn't want to watch. And a lot of people did.
Dude,
A lot of people did.
It was bad.
As soon as Tom Petty was over, a lot of people left. But,
It was bad.
Yeah, not a fan of what I saw.
No.
I hope, and I really do. I think we lose.
I think Tennessee's going to, bro.
Beats us, unfortunately.
When I saw on Twitter that game day was going to be there, I was like, fuck.
Yeah, and we have a winning record when we're part of game day. But I don't know.
Look, there's always an upset. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
I would say upset if our defense could stop anybody.
Yeah.
I don't think
If we get
our
Ventrell,
defense could stop St. Mary's down the road. Jesus, bro.
It's just the run game. I really think if Ventrell was there, the run game, they wouldn't have got half as many yards as they did.
Correct.
I really do. I think he's that much of a difference maker on our defense.
Gabe Davis isn't playing tonight.
Yeah.
I took a risk.
Dude, that
I
sucks
left him in my
because
lineup. Fuck.
And he was questionable till today.
Yep.
So like you're kind of screwed up.
You can't.
I
gauge.
left Alvin Kamara in one of my lineups.
Oh, I almost did. I almost did. But I heard like in the morning they're like Kamara will not play, and I was like,
yeah,
switch him out.
But I mean, I wasn't. Our defense, I wasn't too. I was a little discouraged, but not by our pass defense because our pass defense they couldn't pass on us at all. I mean, Jason Marshall, Rashad Torrance, they're all really good. But our run defense was really bad on the outside. I mean, Brent Cox was there; it was really good, but we're really missing Ventrell. And on the off, it's weird because like offense, defense, there's one component that's really good, that's not worrisome, and then there's one part that is, and that's the pass defense and the running offense. But the run defense and the pass offense, like reverse, suck. It's not fun to watch.
No, it's not fun to watch. I was crying half the game because it's not that. Look, versus Kentucky, we played pretty well.
That's what I heard. I talked to a few people this weekend.
If it wasn't for a pick six, we're in the game.
Yeah. Because I was talking
Anthony threw that so bad. He gave them the pick six.
Yeah.
So bad.
I was talking to this one guy. He said that our defense last week was lights out, except for that pick six. And if it wasn't for that, then we'd actually because we were up at half.
Yep.
16-7.
Dude, it was a good game,
9.
bro. It was a good game.
We lost 26-16.
Yep. If it wasn't for that pick six that Anthony threw, and it was so bad. Like it's not. You're not watching a quarterback make a little mistake. You're watching an obvious mistake happen, and you're like, "What the fuck was he doing?"
Yeah.
Like miscommunication, that's one thing, but like Anthony's just blindly throwing the ball.
Yeah.
Like it's like he didn't even look over there.
Yeah.
It was just so bad.
That week 1 game, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Where's that float? But dude, I said the same thing about Alabama, bro. Like Alabama came in the swamp last year.
Yeah.
Where did that Florida team go?
Yeah, Florida, unfortunately, is one of those teams.
Like,
and I always forget until I just notice it after a few games. They play to their level, 100%.
Yep.
Very rarely does Florida beat the brakes off of somebody, unless it's like a rivalry and they get one momentum going and then they take off with it, like Georgia 2 years ago or Tennessee 3 years ago, like that. But usually it's for some reason we stay competitive in the game.
Yep. We always make it a game.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of games, we can go a couple ways. Number one, Georgia looks fucking amazing. I think they've
allowed 10 points, and the only touchdown they allowed was with like 53 seconds left.
Yep. Alabama.
Trouble in Tuscaloosa.
Trouble in Tuscaloosa. I don't think so. I think they're fine. I think they'll be fine.
I think they're fine. I think Texas is who might be back. They lost, and they went from unranked to ranked.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a while.
Florida should have been unranked.
We should still be unranked. We should be unranked right now. It's just because we only dropped 2. We're down to 20 now.
Yeah, well, they brought us up to like 11 after beating Utah or somewhere out
we
there.
Went to
now
12. And we dropped 18.
We were like,
dropped to 20.
Dude, I saw that ranking. I was like, that is not the number 1 12 seed right there.
They just did that because we're playing Kentucky the next week, and this would be good for ratings.
Yeah, and they kept Florida in like top, in the 20 for.
We were 18 last week, and now we're in 20.
Yeah.
So it'll be 20 versus 15, I think.
Yep, it's a good game. It's a good game.
It's going to be a good game. Good rivalry.
I think when I saw game day was going there, I said, "Fuck."
Yeah.
Like that's so bad for us because the hype around that game, Tennessee is going to be lit. Now, nothing says Anthony doesn't come out in fucking ball. He could do that
because that's the weird thing about Anthony Richardson because he can randomly come out like last year against LSU.
Yeah,
we just randomly came out and just started balling. We're
Balling
like,
out.
where's this guy? Or against USL,
yeah,
like who is this guy? And
yeah.
then,
That's Anthony Richardson.
or against Utah.
But that was the thing. Everyone's like, "Why the fuck is Emory Jones in there right now?" Like,
Right.
this guy obviously is the better quarterback.
Hmm.
But now I think we see why.
Yeah.
Like Dan probably saw that. Like, yeah, he has his moments, but
he's not consistent enough.
Yeah,
to
the other times you're not going to win any games.
Yeah.
So statistically, he's really bad. Florida State fans are mad that they're still unranked. How do you feel about that? They're 3-0.
Okay. Well, then, all right. They beat.
Who they play?
They beat a very beaten down first year head coach LSU.
Yeah, LSU's irrelevant.
They beat
LSU's probably
Louisville.
last in the West.
Yeah, they are.
Very low.
They
Maybe
they're
Auburn.
in the bottom though.
They're definitely them and Auburn are fighting for that bottom spot. Maybe.
Yeah. They should have beat Louisville.
Yep.
This weekend because Florida State's line looked terrible. They just got lucky. And then last week they played, or no,
Well,
they played that like Duquesne. Or,
yeah, you can't even pronounce the name.
Yeah.
Bishop Sycamore, essentially.
Basically.
Yep.
So Florida State shouldn't be ranked.
No,
they're 3-0 for the first time and since 2015.
I could be 3-0 for playing St. Mary's every week.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, come on, let's relax over there.
Yeah, no, they shouldn't be ranked.
Other than that, what do you think about Notre Dame? They got the first win.
Oh, did they?
They did.
Good for them. Who'd they play?
I forgot exactly who.
Let me look at this weekend. I was looking at it, but
I was like, it wasn't
Arkansas
that good.
was almost upset by Missouri State.
They were.
That was a close one.
Dude, Jordan Dominic, by the way, really good.
Who's that?
Dad's former player. Who's at Arkansas?
Nice.
He's got a couple.
Texas A&M got their win. They bounced back from App State last week.
Dude, yeah.
Which Miami shouldn't have been ranked. I'm kind of surprised by Miami. Miami played 2 cupcakes. I think Miami put
overhyped.
70 points on 2 cupcakes and thought they were
the shit. Yeah.
Well, hold on. They put 70 against Bethune-Cookman and then 30 up against Southern Miss.
Wow.
Thanks. We'll see. USC put up a good score.
What is it up with this USC hype?
I mean, they're putting up points.
Have they played anyone ranked yet? No. They haven't.
They haven't scored less than 40, though.
That's fine.
We'll really see it because they're going to stay hyped until they play Utah, and we'll see what happens with Utah.
Yeah, and if Utah beats them, everyone's going to be like, oh, Utah's
because then their
best.
next like decent team they play is
they don't play anybody.
UCLA and USC.
We literally don't play anybody.
They are USC. Notre Dame, sorry.
Also, Albert Pujols is 2 home runs away from 700.
What's he on since All-Star break?
I don't know.
What's this about?
I think they're just giving him home runs.
Yeah.
Let him get the record.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, unranked Washington upset Michigan State. That's crazy.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, 39-28. Like a pretty good.
Wow, that's a good upset.
Yeah. Michigan State scored 2 touchdowns in the last quarter to bring it within.
Also, why does the ESPN app suck?
It does. One thing that really sucks about the ESPN app, like the all ESPN apps, because even the ESPN Fantasy Football app, once you open it, whatever like media you're playing in the background, whether it's a podcast, music, stops.
For no reason. For no reason. That's probably one of my biggest pet peeves about apps.
Yeah.
Like, you are a useless app if this happens.
Yeah.
Oh,
one thing college football since we didn't record last week, we missed Nebraska. Scott Frost
fired. We figured.
And you know who they've already contacted?
Urban Meyer. The GOAT.
They should hire him.
He's not doing that.
I don't think he would. Yeah.
No way he's doing that, bro. No way.
Yeah, no. He should just be done. He shouldn't tarnish his legacy anymore because he was already one of the best college football coaches of all time.
Dude, just call it.
Just
Call it. Be done with it.
I don't know who's they're not going to get a big hire though.
I don't think they are.
I don't think they have.
Stoops is the number one that comes up. If Mark Stoops leaves Kentucky,
That'd be a downgrade.
yes.
Yeah.
But that's straight up a downgrade.
For one, you're leaving the SEC.
Yep.
The only SEC team that I would leave for another Power 5 program is like Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt.
You know?
Maybe
or
Arkansas.
if
you somehow ended up at Arkansas, I might be like, all right.
Well, talk about Sam Pittman like that.
Well, personality-wise, I would not fit well at Arkansas.
That's true.
I would have to put on my fake accent for those guys.
For your family. Oh, and Oregon beat BYU.
Those Mormons?
25 beat 12. 41-20.
Yeah. Always overhyped. What was another week 2 upset?
Oh, yeah, let's talk week 2. I forgot about
Marshall beat Notre Dame. That's what it was.
Marshall beat Notre Dame. That was awesome.
Yep.
App State beat Texas A&M.
That
was awesome. Tennessee beat Pitt. That was okay.
Yeah,
there was another one.
There's another upset?
I thought so. BYU beat Baylor.
Yeah, I was going to say BYU Baylor in double overtime.
That's crazy.
Damn, dude. That is insane.
That's been a pretty good, just football season so far in general.
Yeah.
Like college and NFL.
Week 3 was kind of boring. Like this last weekend. They're honestly if we weren't Florida fans, right? Yeah. There was literally no games on until that A&M game. Like all day.
Yeah, because Georgia, South Carolina was not competitive at all.
No. Dude, what's up with people going after Shane Beamer? Shane Beamer. Yeah. I almost said Sean. I don't know why. Shane Beamer.
South Carolina head coach?
Yeah. Like they're like going after him. And I'm like, it's not like he didn't just play the number one fucking team in the country.
Going after him for what? For his job?
Not for his job, but just like about the game, like and the team not playing well and stuff. And I'm like, look, Georgia's a good fucking team.
Yeah, South Carolina was supposed to be
I just think it's overhyped though.
Yeah, that is.
Like Spencer Rattler is good. He's not fucking great. Like he's not gonna transform your entire team. Like, dude, bro, Brock Bowers for Georgia, absolutely insane.
Yeah,
look like Kyle Pitts
almost
3 years ago. Just
looks almost like Kyle Pitts 2 years ago.
You can't guard him. You can't. Like, there's just nothing you can do.
Yeah, we're gonna get beat by Georgia pretty bad.
Yep.
And it's gonna suck because we're gonna be ranked.
I was thinking to myself, am I going to the game? I was like, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I don't know if I want to make the trip to Jacksonville.
Oh, I'll definitely be up there in Jacksonville.
Okay.
That's a must every single year. I can't make. I made Tierney. We made Tierney change her wedding for that.
We did
because I told her I would not be going. You know her wedding's in 2 weeks.
Yes, I know. We still got to get
a good suits.
Yeah. I thought about going sweet.
Well, I'm gonna order online. There's no place to order a purple suit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where do you order a purple suit?
Just looked up men's purple suit.
Oh, really?
On Google.
That's it?
Got some decent reviews. Okay. Decent results.
Okay. Guess that's what I gotta do.
Yeah.
That's fine. Are you gonna get drunk at the wedding?
Maybe, we'll see.
Okay. Do you have +1?
I could, but probably not.
I was about to say, like, what's his name?
Greg. That's the groom.
That's the groom.
No, I don't have a +1. I probably could, but probably shouldn't.
Probably shouldn't. No, probably shouldn't. I don't even know who's invited to the wedding.
I don't either. It's going to be an interesting crowd because I feel like
we should probably ask for like the list. Like, hey,
why? For why? Invite?
So we just know.
Just so we're prepared.
Yeah, just so I know like who we need to talk to and stuff. Sorry, we're not here to talk about a wedding, but do not make a fall wedding. If you set a fall wedding during college football and no one shows up, it's your fault.
I went to one wedding during fall, and they both went to Florida. Were Florida fans. It was the week before Jacksonville, and I was talking to her. I was talking to her at the wedding. I was like, you're really close. She was like, oh, I know. I went to Florida. He went to Florida. All his grooms went to Florida. This is why we scheduled it for this weekend, because next weekend we're going to be in Jacksonville after our honeymoon. I was like, oh, respect.
You're smart. You're smart. That's a good idea. Yes. Yeah. Dude, the amount of people that set fall weddings, and ours is on a Thursday. So thank God.
Yeah.
Ours on a Thursday. She even said like I'm putting it on a weekday for you guys.
We're playing Eastern Washington that weekend anyway.
So it doesn't matter. We might lose that one.
I didn't realize till this weekend. So in football, Boise State is known for their blue field.
Correct.
Eastern Washington has a red field,
I didn't know that.
and Eastern Michigan has a gray field.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of.
Yeah.
I gotta look at this field now.
Yeah, look up Eastern. It's literally
Eastern
bright
Washington?
red. It is bright red. Whole field. It's nuts.
What is this, bro? This, bro. There are bigger high school stadiums in Texas.
Oh yeah, it's a really small stadium too.
This is a high school stadium in some places.
Yeah.
Poor guys.
Like that looks like Bryant Denny.
Yep.
Now look up Eastern Michigan.
Eastern Michigan.
So the Queen had her funeral today.
R.I.P.
Whip Bozo.
It's gray.
Yeah.
A weird gray. It's nice. It's a nice gray.
It's odd. It's not as bad as red because it's like dull,
Mm-hmm.
but still just odd.
Dude, I feel like red on a TV would be so overpowering.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't be able to, like if there's a camera, it wouldn't be able to focus correctly on the players. You just wouldn't look right. Dude, that's interesting.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit. Your camera got moved. Sorry.
Oh yeah, it hasn't been on me the whole time. I forgot we were recording.
We're recording. We're not
So
live this week.
also Herm Edwards was fired.
Herm Edwards was fired.
I just saw the video. You know how he was fired?
No.
During the walk off the field after his loss this weekend.
It's kind of fucked up.
After the game, the president and the AD walked up to him. We're like, hey.
Oh, hey, you're fired. Oh, okay.
They literally. Isn't that nuts? Like, at least wait a couple minutes.
Bro, at least wait till Monday.
Yeah, literally. That's nuts.
At least wait till Monday.
Yeah.
Like,
Poor ASU.
and Herm Edwards.
Or poor Herm Edwards.
Herm Edwards
He came
was
out
not
of-
a bad coach. Like,
No, he wasn't bad.
No,
He
he's
was
not
used to be
bad.
an announcer on ESPN. I remember him.
Yeah.
It was a weird hire.
But
when
they
it happened.
called him.
Yeah.
That's interesting, man.
Who's gonna coach Emory Jones now?
Who do you hire?
Dan Mullen.
No.
I had the take this weekend after watching this boring ass offense for Florida. Florida should have kept Dan Mullen just as OC.
You did text that. My only thing, and we talked about this before, what was Billy Napier's number one mistake?
Oh yeah, we don't have an OC. It's him.
Correct. We don't have an OC. And
It's really weird.
my knock against having a coach that calls their own plays, we know who to look at when the offense isn't doing well.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, if you're a head coach, you have an OC, it's like, oh, we're still trying to figure out that side of the ball.
Yeah.
You know, oh, it's not working out with blah, blah, blah. We're going to fire him and we're going to hire someone else. Then you're relieving some of that pressure off of yourself because it's like, well, our offense isn't doing anything. You're the guy calling the plays.
Yeah.
So obviously you're the problem.
Hmm.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
just my take.
That was also my take this week. Like we need an offensive coordinator, not just having him run the offense. Because I mean, the defense didn't look too bad, honestly. Besides, obviously, you could tell Venture Miller. Well, the defense, all right,
Look,
it did look bad because they ran all over.
I
but
was
the pass
literally-
defense, like they couldn't.
I said to my dad, I said, hey, what are your thoughts on us taking out linebackers and just putting safeties there? Like, I was like, what's your thoughts on that? And he goes, I would take a linebacker out and just put in another D lineman. Because he said we have the D lineman, like, because we have some big guys.
Yeah.
He's like, we could run a 5-man front,
Uh-huh.
you know, and maybe take a linebacker out and sub him for a safety and be all right. Because
Honestly, we could.
you're not watching Florida, man. No linebackers. It's like they don't even exist.
Yeah,
So
it's
bad.
terrible to watch.
It's so bad to watch.
Yeah, I'm really nervous about
And a
Tennessee.
good Tennessee team will just eat that shit up all day.
Yeah, because if you last year when we beat Tennessee, they is it Hendon Hooker? He wasn't starting yet.
Mm-hmm.
It was whoever the fuck else it was, and he was garbage. So and this guy's a really good quarterback, so it'll be
He's good.
interesting. I'm hoping it's just one of those games like we said earlier where AR just comes out and it's just like,
balls.
yeah, you forgot I'm a Heisman favorite. So
Yeah,
and that would be cool.
we'll see. All right, so we're 30 minutes in.
All right.
NFL.
Switch over to NFL. Go Bucks. Bucks are the favorite in the NFC right now.
So we'll start. Mike Evans was suspended another game.
Understandable. Not even mad about it.
Was he fined too? I didn't see a
He
fine.
probably was, but they didn't announce
They didn't
it.
disclose it. Yeah. So he absolutely decked
Marshawn Lattimore. He was suspended a game. I think 5 years ago, he was also suspended a game for the same thing against Marshawn Lattimore.
That's so funny.
What's funny though is you watch it back from a different angle, and it was actually Bruce Arians and Marshawn Lattimore were going back and forth. And Marshawn Lattimore was walking by, and he walked by Tom Brady as he was talking shit to Bruce. And then Tom Brady chips in.
Yeah, I saw Tom Brady called him a bitch.
Yeah, and then that's why Mike Evans runs over and pushes him, and then gets in the. Marcus May was in that too.
I did see Marcus May in there. Yep. It's a good little scuffle. But dude, I was surprised the officials were losing that game. If you didn't know,
yeah,
like they were not controlling the game really well. They probably called 3 or 4 unnecessary roughness penalties on the Bucks for like normal tackles.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous, and
it was which is funny because I didn't watch the first half at all. And it's 3-0 at the half, and I went to Jimmy John's to get food before I went and watched at my parents' house.
How was Jimmy John?
Great, as always.
Oregano?
So they don't have just oregano now. They have oregano basil. Doesn't taste as good. Or at least on the app. It says
you call corporate?
On the app, it says oregano basil, not just oregano. Because I got oregano basil last week when I got Jimmy John's.
Bro.
And I was like, this tastes weird.
Jerry Jeudy got me 2 points.
Yeah. Dude, trouble in Denver.
Rex Burkhead got me 2 points because I had to sub him out for Kamara. God, bad week in fantasy for me this week.
I had Aaron Jones last night.
Okay. Reminded me of why I should have just drafted Aaron Jones no matter what.
39 points. He should have had 3 touchdowns. They had over 100 yards rushing. I think 50 yards passing or receiving. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, 37 points. Well, I guess it would have really been 29, but 100 because I get bonus points. But 132 rushing TD.
Yep.
38 receiving yards, reception TD.
Damn.
That was so fun to watch.
Dude, Aaron Jones is beast, man.
The guy I was playing against had AJ Dillon, who had like 5 points.
Lucky.
6 points.
Nah, dude, Aaron Jones, man. When he's on, he's just so good.
But before the Aaron Jones game,
okay,
I had. Let's do some quick math.
Did you have Russ?
No, absolutely not. Okay. I had Joe Burrow, who was really disappointing.
It wasn't a good week for Cincinnati, bro. They were calling. Did you see that? They were calling for an empty set. Joe said no empty, no empty.
What do you mean empty set?
No running back. To make sure running back was there to block.
Right. Because his O-line was horrible.
So bad.
Which they brought in.
So bad.
They brought in La'el Collins, who was part of the Cowboys when they were awesome. He brought in Alex Capos with the Bucks, who was the best lineman last year.
The only thing they needed to fix was the O-line.
Yeah, and they did, and then it's still garbage. Yeah. But anyways, I was down 79 to 150. Well, let's see. They had.
Damn.
Yeah. 79 to about 145. Now it's 116 to 154. So it's a lot closer.
Wow. Who do you have tonight?
I had a 1% chance of winning. Now I have 22%.
Nice.
I have Derrick Henry and the Buffalo defense.
You could do well.
So
it's possible.
Unlikely, but it's possible.
Bro, the Bucs defense did so good for me. I think it's like 24 points.
Jameis gonna Jameis. It's crazy because, like I was saying, how we got on to Jimmy John's. I went to Jimmy John's during halftime. It was 3-0. I had my Tom Brady Bucks jersey on, and the guy was like,
"What'd you get to Jimmy John's for?"
I always get the bootlegger.
The bootlegger. You do get the bootlegger.
Turkey and roast beef.
Yeah.
Then I get provolone, lettuce, oregano, I got bacon this time.
Ooh, was that good?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
With the Kick and Ranch.
Interesting.
Kick and Ranch is pretty badass.
I'm not a range guy.
No, I wasn't
Yeah.
until
I made
a
wings this
year
morning.
ago. You did? How?
I sent you a photo of them. I sent you guys a
You
whole
made
video.
you made those?
Yeah.
What? Wait, what day did you send me that?
Saturday during the
Oh,
game.
come on, bro.
You're drunk. Yeah.
Come on.
Because I was like, the only guy that would comment on this would be Hunter.
And I
He
did
didn't even
not.
say anything.
I'm
'Cause,
so-
dude, I literally had
Damn,
like I had
that's so
like
bad.
6 bowls laid out. Like had the fry like going over here on the stove. Oh, they're
I
good.
don't even remember it. I'm gonna be
They were
honest.
good. A little too much breading.
Oh, come on, bro.
Little too. Well, we had an issue with the oil. It was a little too hot. So like our first batch just got fucking burnt. It was so bad. It was bad.
Damn.
So
Yeah, so the Bucks
go
game.
ahead, sorry.
Halftime was 3-0. I'm like, all
Almost
right.
doing great.
I was at the house with Trey. I was playing footballs, and I didn't get home till 1 when the game started. So I showered up, just kind of let my hair dry, and then it was halftime. So I'm like, all right, let me go to Jimmy John's.
Mhm.
It's halftime. Then I'll go to my parents. I walk in. The Jimmy John's guy was like, "Hey, I'm not looking too good." I'm like, I know, 3-0, boring ass game.
This is downtown.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, damn, this is boring. So then I leave and I get to the house and there's like 1 minute into the third quarter.
Mhm.
It's still kind of boring. And then the fight happens. I'm like, oh shit. And like everyone was hyped about it.
That
'Cause you
fight
know
was
what?
great.
That was badass. I like
It
to
was
see
good.
it.
It
I
was
like
good.
to see it.
It was good to see it. Yep.
And then Jameis just Jameis. And then we get that awesome pass from Bashard Perryman, which great play by him because he was covered. He was covered.
He
And
was.
he made the play on it. He made it seem. I know what he did was he made it seem like he was coming up early, so got the cornerback to turn around early, and then he did back to catch it. Good play by the receiver. Good play by Perryman there.
Mhm.
Um,
And the DB could do nothing at that point.
no,
he
great.
couldn't do it.
That's one of those
Like-
great defense, better offense.
Yeah, like you almost felt bad for the guy because you're like, you were there.
Yeah. Yeah.
The ball was placed perfect.
Perfectly.
Like you couldn't. Yeah.
It was on like 4th down too, or 3rd down, something. I don't know. But so that was good. And then like every time what do we have? 4 or 5 turnovers? And there could have been like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Because there was like 3 or 4 dropped interceptions. And every time I do, I'm like, that's why you play defense.
Yep.
That's why you're not a receiver. That's why you're not a running back. Because you can't catch.
It was bad.
That
Jameis gonna Jameis.
was awesome. That was a fun game to
Apparently,
watch.
he did you see though? He was playing with like not a broken
4
back,
yeah.
fractured. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was unique.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Well,
But for the Bucks to finally beat the Saints in the regular
correct.
season.
Correct.
That was good.
Enough
But-
about the Bucks. What a
Yeah,
transition.
I was going to say this whole weekend, though,
Yeah.
every game. Not
It was
every
just
game,
good.
So, well, the Bucks was 2010, but
Chiefs Chargers
Chiefs Chargers was a great game. on Thursday.
24-27.
Great game on Thursday.
Great game.
I forgot. I didn't even realize. Like I forgot the Chargers lost
Mhm.
because it was such a good game.
It was.
They came back to lose, but that was such a great game.
Jets Browns.
Jets Browns. Jets win last
So good.
second.
Yep, so good.
Dolphins Ravens.
Oh,
Awesome.
beautiful.
Raiders Cardinals.
Beautiful.
Wild.
Yep.
Um,
Dude, the Jags blanked the Colts. 24-0.
dude,
What's going on in Jags?
shout out. And Indy looking like shit.
Yeah, and
That's
he's not
tough.
looking too
Which
good.
they were missing Michael Pittman. They were starting
Okay.
receiver, so that hurts a little
Bro,
bit. but-
Garoppolo came in. Trey Lance done for the year.
yeah,
Garoppolo now.
Garoppolo's sitting in
Good.
the back like
Bet you they're glad they paid Garoppolo now. He
Yeah,
should
'cause
go
they will be screwed.
renegotiate contract and be like, look,
Yeah.
I was not supposed to have the starting job, so I need more money.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a good game. Cowboys, Bengals.
what the hell,
If Joe
Bengals?
Burrow can get 2 seconds to pass, they would win that game easily.
That's very true because he got sacked so many times.
Yeah, he did.
It was a miracle that they made it as far as they did last year because the few games that they won, Joe Burrow, he had like a few plays where he had an extra second or two and he would, get a pass off. Also, Trayvon Diggs for the Cowboys, that man sucks at corner. I'm glad he's not getting that much hype.
Dude,
this year.
they said I was about to say he's like one of the top corners in the league.
No, he's not. He's the best ball hawk in the league.
Mm-hmm. because he tries to jump routes.
Yeah.
But when he jump routes,
Well, sometimes he
He'll
jumps
get burned.
routes and he gets lucky. Sometimes he jumps routes and it's not. But also, he just
Mhm.
gets beat in general.
yes, so bad.
He's not good.
It's bad.
Yeah.
And then we have the Raiders.
The Raiders Cardinals, yeah, that was insane to watch. Kyler Murray, first of all, ran 82 yards collectively on a 2-point conversion
Where's Kyler Murray been?
playing Call of Duty.
I knew it. Good old Call of Duty. And then finally, well, Broncos Texans. We can talk about that one later. What's going on in Denver? Is Russ washed?
No, I think, well, Russ didn't look good on a few plays.
Correct.
But Nathaniel Hackett, he might already be in like uh-oh territory. Because last week against Seahawks,
didn't look good.
like you can kind of give Russ a little bit of like a okay because it was a return to Seattle.
It's an emotional game. Yeah.
Loudest,
They were
one
booing
of the
him,
loudest
bro.
stadiums. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
They were booing Russell
That's
Wilson.
absolutely ridiculous.
Dude, ridiculous. This guy gave you everything.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
You guys wouldn't give him shit, and you start booing him as he comes out.
Yeah.
Get out of here, bro.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Legion of Boom's gone.
Yeah.
Seattle's going to be irrelevant for the next 20 years.
So you know, look good though. Not this weekend though, because they lost to San Fran.
Yeah.
They lost to San Fran's backup quarterback.
Well,
He was a
almost
former
Super
starter.
Bowl winning
Yeah,
quarterback. Yeah.
twice.
Sorry. Who's texting me now?
Because he should have went last year too. The Rams went one.
Oh,
Anyways,
Yeah,
yeah,
so
we'll
that-
see the other game. What's going on? We do have a doubleheader tonight on Monday Night Football, which I'm excited for. Going to be good games. Eagles Vikings is going to be good. Bills Titans. I'm not sure. I'm just excited to watch the Bills, just because they're so fun to watch.
old Billies?
I just love watching Josh Allen.
Josh Allen's so good.
It's like
So good.
Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes.
Just
It's
electric.
funny because everyone says Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the NFL, but then like the way they talk about Patrick Mahomes in the next sentence is like, so who do you think is the best? Because you're like Patrick Mahomes is the only quarterback in the NFL that can do this. No one else can do this out of that. And then the next sentence, you're like, Josh Allen's just the best quarterback in the NFL.
Pat has a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'd put him above. He has a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's
And Patrick
it.
Mahomes does make some crazy plays sometimes.
He does. He does. He does.
But so does Josh Allen. So I don't know who's.
Josh Allen will get a Super Bowl. Don't worry.
We'll say this. It's basically they're the new Brady Manning.
Brady
like-
Manning.
Yeah.
Brady Breeze. Even though there's no, I mean,
Well, I mean, it's funny because it's literally Manning. So Mahomes and Allen are
Mhm.
Brady and Manning.
okay.
Burrow and Herbert are Roethlisberger and Rivers.
Interesting.
We just don't have a Breeze and an Eli Manning.
Correct. There's no Danny Dimes.
Well, you got to give Tua like 2-3 more years.
Yeah, no, not yet. Don't even Hunter.
Well, the only reason I say that is
I'll
because
kick you out of the room if you make that comparison.
okay, well, he threw
Look,
the second
no,
most
no.
touchdowns in NFL history this
Tyreek
weekend
Hill scored.
twice,
I don't want to hear
and
that shit,
Jalen
bro.
Waddle scored 2 more.
Dude,
No.
Have you seen Jalen Waddle's touchdown dance?
Yeah, I love it. The
Bro,
Waddle,
here you go.
it's awesome. I love it.
So fucking good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So good, bro.
No,
I
the
love that
Dolphins
shit.
were badass this weekend.
Love it.
The only reason I say that is because the
Okay.
only way that Tua is gonna be good in the NFL is if he becomes Drew Brees. Because I was listening to Ryan Fitzpatrick
Interesting.
on Pardon My Take,
Okay.
and the way he was talking about him, he's like, Tua doesn't have the size.
Correct.
He doesn't have the arm strength.
Correct.
He doesn't have the size, height, whatever.
He can't
So the-
run.
Right.
He's
The
not a
athletic
runner.
ability. So the only thing that he can do is to be accurate and have good like timing.
Yeah.
And that's what Drew Brees does, because Drew Brees didn't have the size. Drew Brees
Correct.
didn't have the arm. He didn't have the maneuverability.
Drew could launch it though
Could he?
for a good minute. He in prime years he
Okay,
can
so
launch
can
the
Tua.
shit out of the
So
ball.
can Tua, but Drew Brees is never known as big arm
Yeah.
as a big arm guy.
Yeah.
He could if he had to.
Yep.
But they're not throwing plays that are
Mhm.
specifically designed for that.
Have you seen Brady's deep ball?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Dude, that shit still goes far.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn.
He's 45 years old and he's still last year I'm
Bro,
pretty sure
he's
hit
throwing the
most
ball
deep
the
balls.
length of the fucking field.
Yeah. It's Tom Brady. That's my quarterback.
God, dude.
Anyways, the only reason I say Drew Brees is because that's the only way Tua is going to be successful. Because that's the only way short quarterback.
Mhm.
The only way a short quarterback can be successful is by being accurate and having good timing, or being very athletic. And he's not very
Which is
athletic.
Kyler.
Which is Kyler and Russ.
Yes.
They're athletic enough. Russ is also
Dude,
Russ
Kyler.
isn't very,
Kyler's a
accurate, but-
different type of athlete, though.
Yeah.
Like, you look at Kyler sitting in the pocket, and you're like, this guy looks like he's 5 foot compared to these guys.
The way he moves
Dude,
is because there's a difference. Like Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
He's like long and lanky, so like
Mhm.
the way he moves looks different, and it's just like he's just fast.
Yeah.
But Kyler Murray is so quick.
he's
Like, the way
shifty,
he
bro.
looks is like he's always like
Yeah,
looks
like
like he's
zig and
always
zagging.
fidgeting.
Yeah.
like
Yep.
you're never gonna get him down. It's nuts to watch.
It's really cool to watch.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, the big knock is, like, if you're a short quarterback, you can't make it. But if you're short and shifty, you
But you
got
know
a
what?
shot.
He got his one. He was good enough to get to his big
It's payday.
payday.
Yep.
If he makes it past 10, that's a successful NFL career. And then he could probably still go play baseball if he wants.
He could.
Yeah.
He could. He'll go play for the Rangers.
Yeah.
Well, other than that, dude, what else going on in NFL? I feel like we knocked that segment out pretty quick.
We really did. Let me think. Let me look.
Okay.
Oh, Justin Herbert. He's got
Okay.
a fracture in his rib cartilage,
Mm.
which is different from
Yes.
your rib bone. So I don't know
Yes.
how.
No idea how that's
That
gonna
was
impact him.
nuts, though. Did you watch the game?
I did. I watched that play that it happened on.
Okay, so when he got hit.
Yeah.
But that drive, there was like a 3rd and 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like running, and also looked like he hurt his hamstring, but they only addressed his rib. He
Yeah.
was like running, and he could have easily ran
Mhm.
to get the first down, but he was like running, and he just like tossed the ball like that. We're like, what the fuck? Something's wrong with. Oh shit,
Like-
he's really hurt.
Like Dino armed it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we're like, damn, this is
Interesting.
not good. And then next play throws a 30-yard dart,
Yeah.
and
Everyone's like, how?
what?
How?
What?
Bro, and that ball was placed so perfectly.
Yeah.
Had that ball been off by like an inch, it would have been picked.
Right. That's
Yeah.
why there's this weekend. Like it was such like it's a whole new team, whole new coaching staff.
Yep.
Still the same old Chargers.
Yep.
Sadly,
Sadly.
because like the Chargers back when Phillip Rivers and LaDainian Tomlinson were rocking, like not Austin Eckler's nowhere near LaDainian Tomlinson, but he's a good running back. Justin Herbert I think is just as good as Phillip Rivers was already. So
He's probably better than Phillip Rivers.
yeah,
Yeah.
but because they played that game, defense looked good, offense looked good. Somehow they still managed to lose.
Which Bosa went out with the pec? Last week, not this week.
You mean TJ Watt?
It was Watt. My bad.
Different brothers.
Different.
I understand.
Sorry.
I knew exactly what you meant.
Sorry.
I knew exactly what you
Jesus,
meant,
bro. Because you got the Bosas, you got the Watts. There's a
Gronks.
lot of them. The Gronks. Jesus. Apparently, Gronk's coming back. There's just rumors
though. Where'd you see those rumors?
everywhere.
I haven't seen those.
Tom's even said it.
Oh.
He said he can come back. Tom got plastic surgery. You see that?
It's not confirmed, but you can definitely tell.
He definitely did.
They're saying that he got a nose job, and that affects why, because his voice sounds higher than normal,
Does it?
Yeah.
I haven't paid attention to that.
like just a little bit. Someone pointed it out.
Dude,
so I
it just
looked
looked like he had all the fat sucked out. Like
Of,
his
like, here.
face. Yeah, like his
All
whole
here.
face, just fat was sucked out.
It's weird.
You look at him year one, you look like a fat,
He looked weird.
this fat
Like
little
his-
midget. Yeah, now, dude, he just looks ripped.
Whatever. He's gonna go win us a Super Bowl.
Is he gonna divorce?
No. They're not gonna get divorced. I think he
Uncle
just.
Colin saying he's getting a divorce.
Okay, well, Concord a dumbass, so.
Okay. Oh,
We're
okay.
If he makes a
That's
good-
my idol up
if he
there.
makes a good take, I'll agree with it. But he says something stupid, he's dumb.
Okay.
No, I think I don't think he's gonna get divorced. I mean, I think it caused a huge fight because he retired and he's finally like, oh sweet, Giselle's like he's had his time now. It's my time to
Mhm.
not. go off and do stuff, but like get my husband back and father my kids.
Have a family.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
yeah.
nope, never mind, one more year. Which I think if he wins the Super Bowl, gotta go out.
Bro, he's got to go out with the Super Bowl.
Because he's technically free agent after this year. And what's crazy is it would still be a huge free agent signing. But I think
he'll stick around.
Yeah.
He'll stick around.
Stick around.
I don't know how that will go. Dude, can you believe Bruce Arians was on the sidelines?
Yeah. And Jason Light.
Weird.
Jason Light sometimes does, but
Yeah.
Bruce Arians.
Bruce was yelling at the field, like
Yeah.
yelling at the officials and shit.
Like, if I'm being honest, if I'm Todd Bowles, I feel like I'd be like, Bruce, this is my team now. Like,
Sit down.
I appreciate it, love it, you're awesome, but like, just let me have it.
Yeah, it's
know?
weird. It's a weird
I don't
situation.
know how you have that conversation, but
All right, Vikings, Eagles, and then we'll wrap up. Okay. Justin Jefferson on fire. They didn't cover him last week. Absolute dumbest thing that I've ever seen in my life. Like, oh, let's not cover their wide receiver one.
So this is going to be a good game because the Eagles actually do have a good all-around team.
Smith?
They've got Devontae
Jalen
Smith, who didn't get
Hurts.
targeted last week.
Did he not?
No.
Interesting.
So they've and they still beat the scored 38 points, I think. So Jalen Hurts is looking all right. The run game looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I
AJ
forgot
Brown,
they got AJ Brown.
everyone forgot he's really good.
Yeah, AJ
Just 'cause
Brown.
they had Ryan Tannehill, so he sucked. I think that also.
You're not lying.
I think this year is the year that the Titans like officially move off of Tannehill.
Oh, for some reason I thought you said the Vikings move off Tannehill.
No,
I was
sorry,
like,
I quickly said the Titans, but
okay.
it just sound like Vikings. Okay,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
anyways, sorry, I'll get off. We'll go Titans Bills. I was just gonna say because AJ Brown, that's what we're talking about.
Okay, yeah.
So this is actually, I think, will be a good game.
Titans Bills. You think it'll be a good game? Competitive?
No, sorry, Vikings Eagles.
Vikings Eagles. Okay.
I don't mean to keep switching around.
You're killing me.
I know.
Killing me.
All right, we're talking Vikings Eagles.
Okay, Vikings Eagles.
Both offenses are electric.
Yes.
Both defenses are solid. So we'll see.
Eagles are probably a little more. Well, the only thing about the freaking Vikings, bro, is Kirk Cousins. Sometimes he's there, sometimes he's not. And in big moments, he's usually not. But Justin Jefferson's there to bail you out.
And they still got Adam Thielen.
Still got Adam Thielen.
Right.
Dalvin Cook.
Adam Thielen hasn't gotten any worse. They just have Justin Jefferson.
Yes. Dude, if the Vikings if they had a Justin Herbert, a Tua lightly, I don't know yet, they'd be much better.
Right.
If they had Josh Allen,
Ooh. They'd be the Bills.
yeah. Eagles take this in a close one.
Yeah.
I think Minnesota cracks under the pressure, and I believe it's in Philly.
It's in Philly. That's
in
why
Philly.
I showed you that.
Yep.
The Philly's got a new.
That end zone that looked.
Yeah, the end zone
really
art
weird.
that looks odd.
Yep, looks super weird.
And then Titans Bills. Bills are going to win this one by a lot. Titans kind of suck. And that's why I was saying earlier they move off of Ryan Tannehill after this year.
Do they go to the draft?
I don't know.
Okay.
I have to look
Get a
and see
CJ
what-
Stroud, Bryce Young.
Well, I don't know. Well, if they're bad enough, I guess they can move up. I don't know who they'd be able to trade, but
Trade Josh Allen? Or no? I'm looking at Buffalo's thing. They get trade Derrick Henry. What quarterback would be worth it to get from Derrick? You know who would do that trade? San Fran, and they would fucking trade Garoppolo.
San Fran will be an instant Super Bowl favorite. Wow.
Can you imagine that trade going down, bro? That would be something. That would definitely be something for sure.
I don't think there's like any free agent quarterbacks next year.
Baker.
Baker. Oh. Baker.
Do you know who
Sam Darnold,
you know who
Jimmy
still has
G.
yet to sign?
OBJ.
OBJ.
He's doing like he's like touring like he's a damn college recruit. He was in the LA
Yeah.
last week. He's
He's
in New Orleans
not-
this week.
The market tells you something. You're not worth what you're asking.
Yeah. It's coming to
You're
where
not.
it's similar. It's not, but it is similar to Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
Where like teams would have signed Colin Kaepernick, but he won $20 million.
Yeah.
And
You're not
the
worth it.
starting job. Like, no, you're not worth it. You can come be my backup for 3 to 5 a year.
Yeah.
And
You're not
even
worth
that's
it.
pushing it, but no, you're not
You're not
worth
worth
it.
it. You're not worth it.
And if you win the job, maybe we'll give you a raise, but you're not.
He's not worth it. And especially looking around the league now for receivers, bro. Look, OBJ is a good receiver. He's not great. Okay. Maybe a couple years ago.
You know who will be a free agent next year?
Who?
Lamar Jackson.
That's an interesting one because
I mean, they could franchise tag him, but
wide receivers don't want to play with him. They've said that
I know.
many times. So, got to take that into consideration, bud.
Oh.
Damn, bro. We've been going at this an hour now.
Nice.
That's pretty good. Damn, we've knocked out a lot of shit. Are we gonna do 2 episodes this week? You gonna try to get 2 in?
Yeah, let's try and do one later this week.
Crap. We'll dive into this week's matches
Yeah.
this upcoming week, and we'll recap Monday Night Football.
Mhm.
You watching House of Dragon?
That's what I'm going to do after this.
It's good. It's good. This episode is like half the episode was kind of boring, but
My sister just texted me. She said, "Where are you? Are you at the train station or the police station?" 'Cause she has my location. So we're right
police
in the,
station. Call the lawyer.
we're right in the middle.
Oh,
Where
that's
we
great.
record.
In the back of this too, like we're literally right next to the train tracks right now.
Yeah, the train
Like right
the train
there.
track about
Right
50
there.
feet
Yeah.
that way, and the train station is about 500 feet that way.
Dude, it's good. It's good. All right. Well, we'll wrap up. Go watch House of the Dragon. It's pretty good. Not too bad.
I like it so far. There's nothing like crazy happening, but just the drama of it.
The timetable, like how
Time
they
jumps
fast
between
forward.
every episode's kind of
Yeah.
odd. I don't dislike it though.
But I understand because they don't want it to be like Game of Thrones, where it's like we fucking shoot this thing for 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, but Game of Thrones was just
That was really good.
top tier.
Well, they don't have to do what Game of Thrones did.
Correct.
They don't have to build up the fandom and everything.
All the story ending. Yeah, they don't have to do any of that stuff.
Which is funny because Game of Thrones kind of spoils a little bit what, because like we already know what happens to Rhaenyra.
Yep.
But I digress.
It's interesting.
It's still a good show.
It's a great show.
I guess this is the last episode with Millie Alcock,
Is it
the
really?
actress for Rhaenyra. Yeah, they're gonna do the time jump next, is what I hear,
Wow.
which sucks because she's awesome.
It's pretty good.
It's good at her job.
Okay.
Ah.
we'll wrap up on that note. All right.
Yeah.
Well, y'all have a great week. We'll try and be back later in the week. Some business deals in the pipeline, so we'll keep all updated on that too.
Yep, we'll be back later this week doing score predictions and
Yeah.
just preview for the weekend.
Definitely. All right. Y'all take care.
All right, see ya.
Peace.